Hello again, gang. So, let's take a look at A Loser in Jordans. I have been sitting on this song for an incredible amount of time, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know where it fit. And one random day, I just decided to upload it, because why not? Because I hadn't released a song on Spotify that was like original, just for the sake of it, for so long, and luckily so many of you responded to it. It's one of my most played songs on Spotify, which is awesome because I love it, and it's so good when a song that you love gets loved by other people. And yeah, it's on a bunch of different playlists and stuff, which is amazing. So I wanted to do a deep dive on this track and just kind of show you where it came from, what I'm trying to say with it. And then we're going to get a little bit nerdy and talk about the production and how the actual song itself came together. Okay, so let's take this back to the voice note that this song was birthed from.
Call me God, you're gonna let me go. I'm gone. Go ahead, God, so you let me go. Now that you get my cottage, you go let me lie down. You mind about to go to me and mine out. Go let them diamonds and it's all my girl.
Not a single word.
Just say you love me, just say you're gonna, just say you're gonna.
I'm all about the melody, like, hold on, let me pause it. Yeah, I'm just all like, I just get a vibe of a song. And I said this in the last one about Shame. Like, I will just mumble through a song. I can just feel it. I feel where it needs to go. And then I go back and make it make sense later.
And there's too many girls on the mountains.
What was that word?
Said I liked it, but I know you want it. You go let me go and get that pose. And all that I'm
This is quite long for a voice memo. I would never do this much of a song. Yeah, so that didn't stick. Oh man, little breakdown. I should have kept that. But okay, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's talk about that. I went through a long phase of like rejecting alternative music and the emo-ness that lives deep within my heart. Just, we all know what the pop punk scene is like. It's just, yeah, I just got bored of it. I got so sick of it. It's its own world, especially like going out to LA and stuff, and you meet all the songwriters out there and everything, and it's very much a lot of people that used to be in rock and pop punk and emo. They're all now like DJs earning shit tons of money and writing these like crazy pop songs. And money's never been like a crazy driving factor for me, but I don't know, say someone like Demi Lovato, who I absolutely love, like I absolutely love them so much. But and like I loved the whole Disney vibe, the pop rock stuff from back in the day. And, you know, they kind of did that transition into just really clean-cut commercial pop. I really liked that trajectory. It just opens up your world to do more stuff like that. And it's very noticeable in songs like Heel Turn and Fuck It Up. Especially when I was working with Kid Neko, who was also a former emo kid turned superstar DJ that he is. it was just awesome to be able to kind of do that type of music. But I was writing songs like this and kind of putting in the back pocket and being like, it's a bit too rock. I don't know what to do with it. Like I said, like I literally just vomited this song out as a voice note. But my head just couldn't think of how to turn that into the type of song that I was doing at the time. So that is why this voice note was created a long time ago, and did nothing with it until late 2019 when I finally decided to sit down and make something of it. But yeah, that little breakdown you heard at the end there, that was just, that was probably me just kind of letting it out. Just getting all those ideas out there, and then I can kind of decide to veto them later, which I did, unfortunately. Now that I've kind of done a whole 180 and I'm embracing, the guitar vibes, I would have loved the breakdown to have stayed in Loser and Jordans. That would have been great, but maybe next time, or maybe live at the gig that I'm doing on June 30th. Maybe we'll throw in a little breakdown, who knows. So now we've talked about what the track could have been, let's talk about what it actually is, and the influences of where I decided to go with the song. Once I decided it wasn't going to be an all-out pop-punk banger, this is what I was actually going for. So the first track I want to pull up on Spotify is a song I'm sure you're all very familiar with, and it's Bags by Clairo. You might make that connection if you listen to the verse of Jordan's and hear that, like, it's like this very melancholy, just like, that's just what it reminds me of. It's just very just like, sad, lazy Sunday, emotional. I don't know. There are so many songs like that give me those kind of feels, and especially that kind of pattern on the drums, that brings that out a lot in me. It's very lonely, it's very sad, it's very lazy. And then one more is a song called AZ or AZ by Now Now, who are one of my favorite bands, absolute favorite. I've loved this band for so long. That solid drum pattern with the cute guitar, it's just it just really, I don't know. Please write in the comments and tell me if you know what the hell I'm going on about, because I really don't anymore. Like, now I'm actually trying to explain this to other people. I'm like, am I crazy? Because I'm listening to it and it sounds nothing like a Loser in Jordans, but somehow something in my brain makes me think of a certain time, a certain place, where that song kind of exists. And now I just sound crazy. So let's stop there with the influences. But that's pretty much it. Cool. And then let's talk about lyrically. So this song, it's just about being awkward. It's just about being an awkward dude that's a bit of a loser, and it's about trying to navigate situations with love interests who aren't interested. Ultimately, it's about male arrogance, just guys that think, hey, I have an awesome pair of Jordans, so I should be able to get with any girl that I want, but really you're still a loser. You are still a loser, but you're a loser in Jordans, so that should make up for it, right? Wrong. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's just like, hey, she doesn't like me kind of thing. But then it's accepting it that, I'm unimportant. I'm a loser in Jordans writing songs in his bedroom, because that's what you do when you're a loser, but you have nice shoes. You go back to your bedroom and write songs about the girls that don't like you. That is pretty much that. That's pretty much it, and it's super sad, but I think that's the reality for a lot of people, and I don't know, just felt like writing a song about that, really. So now, let's dive into the actual track. So a bit of background on this. I tracked it and I just wasn't really I just wasn't connecting with the song. I went more of that's the thing. So I went more down the route of the examples that I played you, like Now, and like Clairo, and it just wasn't hitting. And only until I sent it to Kid Neko did it sound the way it did, especially the chorus. Like, you can really notice it on the chorus. Like, he added in the rock drums and just really beefed it up majorly. That at first when I listened to it, I was like, whoa, like, I didn't want the song to be this heavy, but now it is, and I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Cool, I'm gonna play you my mix, and then I'm gonna play you the final version that obviously you've heard. So that's what I did. It was fine. It was okay, but it didn't really evoke that much emotion out of me. And then obviously this is what it turned into. Drums just hitting. Rob's a drummer, so I feel like that was where his heart went initially and was just like, we need drums, dude. And he threw in some like heavy rock drums. So yeah, that's the only thing I can't really show you, because he did some really cool stuff on the mix side of stuff. But let me take you through the track and show you how it kind of built up. That little guitar lick is like a common theme throughout this. So that is countering against this. So I really liked that for the intro. And then I think the bass notes just kind of carry it all together. Just very simple, just some nice root notes there. Very, very simple. And then what we got in the verses. What's this saying? So I used two different tones. We've got that clean, chorusy, flangey one going on. And then just a more driven tone going on as well. Drum wise, let's take a look at these drums and see what's going on here. Like, on its own, that could be just a dance track. And that could just be like a fucking club tune. But pair that with some cute guitar and you got yourself some melancholy emo feels. Oh, we got some stabs. They're really cool. Obviously, that's the second part. And then they carry on in the chorus. They carry on to the chorus part. There's really not a lot to this track. It's super weird. Like, I thought I really stacked this, but that is literally it. There's drums, there's guitar, and there is bass, and that is it. that is all I really did to it. So the chorus, this is new for me. There is no rhythm guitar at all, which I have never done before, but I double tracked bass, distorted, which is kind of, you could argue it's the same thing. I don't know what made me want to do that. Again, just messing about, just being weird and trying stuff out. And that's the chorus. That is literally the chorus. Oh, and also, any of my deathcore homies will recognize this tone. Like, that is straight from Bring Me the Horizon, Parkway Drive breakdown. That little dissonant lead tone. I just heard it. I heard it and I was like, this is what this chorus needs. And then we've got just a little bit of synth going on in the chorus as well. It just needed a weird tone. Again, I'm using massive because it's just great, and you can just cycle through like a ton of presets and you'll find something that really works for you. We can look at some of the vocal layers. There's not an awful lot going on here. Again, mix-wise, like Rob Kid Neko did a lot of that. But essentially, I think what really kind of does the trick on this is I did a lot more double tracking than I usually do, if I feel like they needed them. We got those echoes on there.
It's 10:45 and I'm trying not to be alone. Alright, don't drive on the M25, just stay the night. I thought you might want to stick around. I'm not going to bed, the thoughts in my head are keeping me up now. Cause I said I liked you, if I had the chance to, I'd do anything for you. But
those harmonies were late addition. Like I said about Shame, I wasn't really feeling harmonies on this like for a very long time, and then I just kind of I just needed it. It's not me, it's not a Walwin song if it's not peppered with harmonies everywhere. So yeah, that was like a super late addition. But then if we jump to the last chorus, it gets really Walwin, and I was like, yo, it needed the high harmonies in there.
Cause I'm unimportant, a laser in Jordan's, writing songs in his bedroom.
Like the rest of it's pretty chilled, and I was just like, nope, we are going heavy on the end. Really, I wanted that to stick out. It just had to, it just lifts that last bit. But oh, okay, so this is interesting. I totally forgot that I put this in as well. So this is an exclusive. This is not in the final mix because I never sent this to Rob because I already knew it didn't work from the mixing. So there's like a B chorus that kind of comes in, a little backing vocal.
Like you didn't hear it all, cause I'm unimportant, a laser in Jordan's, writing songs in his bedroom, and it's just sad that I know what you...
That's way too messy for me. It's like a repeat of... It's like an amalgamation and a repeat, call and response of the ends of the lines.
Did you hear, oh, do you care, oh, did you hear, oh, do you care, oh.
And like, it made sense in my head. I really thought it would work. I really thought this was going to work, but it didn't. It didn't work. So I took it out. It was just too much. It sounds so chaotic. So that didn't make it in, but the rest of the song really worked. So that is A Loser in Jordan's. I sat on this song for a good year. before I finally released it. Which is weird because it's like so relevant to everything that's happening right now, with so many people of color just making the most awesome rock music. It couldn't have happened at a better time. But yeah, I feel like if I just brought this out when I'd done it, it might have just been forgotten about and, you know, not really picked up. So everything happens for a reason. It all happens for a reason, man. It's crazy. So yeah, I sat on this song until I was really ready and just loving pop punk again. And yeah, it came out when it did. So we all win. We all win. I have a song that I really love that a lot of my fans really dig as well. And I am so excited to play this song on June the 30th in Peckham, doing a show, full live show, full rock show. It's called Pop Rock. It's at Peckham Audio. It's gonna be so good. I'm playing with Passion Flower, Break Fate, two awesome artists that are making alternative music, and they are people of color. So it is gonna be an incredible night. Tickets are £5. And yeah, and this is gonna be one of the songs I'm gonna play. So if you love this song, come down. If you're in London, come down, check it out. Playing this, Plain Shame, and by then I should have a new song out as well, which we're going to play, so keep an eye on that. But I hope you have enjoyed diving into this and getting a little bit nerdy. Now you know where the song came from, what the song is about, how the song was made. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm more than happy to do more of these. If there's any other songs you want me to talk about and do a deep dive into, any of my covers even, I've still got all the project folders from my covers, so if there's any of those you want to look at, anything you're curious about, either tweet me or my Instagram DMs are open as well. I'm more than happy to talk about nerdy stuff with people, so I'll do that. But if there's enough people that want it, I'll do more of these videos as well, so let me know. This has been a fun video for me because I'm a massive nerd and I love talking about music production. But more importantly, I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully of a cover soon, and new music all throughout 2021. New songs coming literally all throughout the year. So this is going to be super fun. Subscribe if you haven't already, because this is where to find out about everything. So yeah, let's do that. Let's keep in touch. Love you guys. Mwah. Too sweet. See you in the next video.
But now